Okay guys, hope you're doing very well. Chris here with Kody Thompson, co-founder of WrkPod. For those of you who don't know, WrkPod was a company that acquired my company, Virtual Staff Finder, at the end of last year. This is my first visit to the facilities. To say I've been a little blown away would be a bit of an understatement. Kody and his team have done an amazing job putting everything together. So I thought, let's spend 10 minutes doing a little bit of a walk around so you can see how good this really is and why I decided to not take the cash and instead stay involved. So follow us and we'll keep going in. So Kody, tell us a little bit about this spot here, WrkPod HQ, right? So this is one of 5 or 6 sites?
6 sites,
Six sites.
This was actually our first major site. So the way WrkPod started, I had a small office for a web development company that I was building.
Yep.
We had about 120 desks in that facility.
Yep.
We had 40, 50 spare desks. So over the years, I'd had a lot of people asking me to, basically how I'd hired staff in the Philippines, how it had been successful. And so they started asking me for help and we had spare desks.
Yep.
So we started renting desks out to friends and we filled all those 50 desks in a very short period of time. And then this was the first big jump for us. We had 50 desks at that past office. And then we did upstairs here in this facility, which was 500
And then you
desks.
went down and now you've gone, basically we're taking over the entire city, is what we're trying to say. The really big thing for me here was that when we were running Virtual Staff Finder for the 15 or so years that we ran it, we placed almost 9,000 VAs here in the Philippines. And the one question that we were asked more than anything else when it comes to hiring our staff was, can my VA work in an office?
Yeah.
I already had an office with 450 employees. I didn't want another office. So we always just said, no, we're a recruitment service only.
Yeah.
But you've filled that, you've bridged that gap basically at WrkPod. So the facilities are world class. We're gonna walk in, you're gonna see flashing lights and server rooms and all that good fun stuff that I've got no idea about, by the way. So let's just go in. All right. So super security conscious, love that.
Yeah.
Yep. So what I like about this setup, guys, more than anything else here, is that you can start small and you can grow your team out over a period of time. So here you've got just kind of like one kind of main area here where a lot of these guys will either be working on their own as just like a general VA, or maybe there's a team of 2 of them or 3 of them or something like that. But then as things get bigger, they can start taking these pods, hence the name WrkPod, for example, right? So you've got a team of about, what, 8 or 9 in this office right here?
Yeah.
And what, just to kind of show like variability of the type of businesses that you're serving.
Yeah.
What are these guys doing? You have to say company names, but what are they doing?
Yeah, those guys work for like a logistics company. So transportation.
Nice.
But we have all different types of
Just
clients
go
here.
through some of the industries that we're serving.
So this one here, GP Hero, they place staff into medical clinics. So they do reception for, this is their management team. In fact, GP Hero, through those doors over there, they have 120 staff.
Yeah, we'll go down that as we wrap the tour up, because I was impressed by that.
These guys do shipping.
Okay.
Norman carriers.
Nice. All right.
We've got content creation guys here working for Content Collab.
And apparently, what's your name?
My name is Nick.
Nick? Okay, so apparently Nick's birthday is every day of the year. This balloon has got more dust on it than my car right now. Look at that. I love it.
Tries
Okay.
to get free coffees, I think.
Yeah, that's what it is. And gifts every day. So we've got on-site concierge teams. You've got
video editors.
Yep.
These guys are council approval group over in one of the pods over there.
Okay.
So they do building development applications. We've got business education groups with Business Blueprint.
Yep.
Over there, these guys are air secretary. So they place staff into like medical specialties like anesthetists or
okay,
chiropractors.
So super specialist stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's one here that I have to share with you. So I was often asked like, oh, you know, what type of industries can VAs serve? And I always used to say, every industry can benefit. Every company on the planet, regardless of what they're selling, what product, service, experience, whatever, can benefit from having VAs on board to help them run, support, and grow their business, right? When I said every company on the planet, I never thought that this company would be doing it. So this is a car park management company, and can we show them on the insides here?
Yeah.
It's like something out of NASA. It's so cool. Check this out. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey guys. Hey, we're just doing a little tour. Are y'all taking your lunch right now? No. Oh, okay. All right. So, how many car parks are you guys monitoring here? How many? 20. Okay, so 20 different car parks. They've got all the screens and they can control the barriers, diba?
Yes.
And if people try and get out without paying, you can talk to them and say, you got to give us some money and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
This is like, I never thought in my 20 years of working with VAs and outsourcing that this type of company would use virtual assistants in the Philippines. But here we are in a team of like 12 people or something right now. So it's kind of cool. Get back to work, you guys. Stop slacking off. All right, okay, so a car park management company, so cool. Interview rooms, so they're hiring all the time. On average, Kody, what are you averaging, like 50, 60 new employees every month?
Yeah, 60 at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, rapidly expanding. Everybody sits in here. Show them the inside there, buddy. So they sit down, they've got the ring light to make themselves look beautiful. They've got cameras and professional mics and laptops and all that stuff. So this is when when candidates will come in and be interviewed, right, by prospective bosses, clients
Correct.
of WrkPod.
Yeah.
And how long do those interviews usually go on for?
What we do first is we shoot an interview where they answer questions to camera, and then when we're presenting candidates, rather than just presenting a resume, we actually present a video interview where they're answering several questions that are related to the role. And then that way our clients get a chance to hear the person talk and get a bit of a sense of their personality.
Before they even talk to them.
Before they do a Zoom interview.
That. Yeah.
Then they can come in here and do the actual Zoom interview as well.
Yep.
But we do a video interview that gets recorded first.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Perfect. What's the easiest way of getting upstairs?
This way.
This way. Let's go on. You lead the way because it's your building.
We can go have a quick look in here. We've got conference rooms.
Okay.
So we've got clients visiting at the moment.
There we go.
Doing interviews at the moment. And then more teams down here as well.
So this is a concierge team in here, right?
Yeah, so that's
cool.
what's called our managed service, Chris. So our managed service is where, some people want to hire the staff directly, which is like where VSF started, hiring people directly, working remote.
Yep.
Then our normal model is hiring people directly, but having them work in our office.
In the office.
And people renting a desk. Then the next level of service up from that is for people that want us to employ the staff, train them, manage payroll, manage HR.
So that's really turnkey, totally hands off. I want the benefits of a Filipino outsourced team, but I don't want to have to worry about the logistics of it and all that good stuff.
And the cost is still, it works out to be about $2.90 AUD, so extra on top of this, on top of the desk fee.
$4.50 a month.
Yeah.
On top of usual fees.
Yeah.
Which is not $4.50 a month.
Per hour.
Per hour, I was going to say,
So
right.
if they
We're not going to edit that out, but trust me, I got it wrong. I want to
So
clarify
instead
that.
of like $8 an hour for a team member, if you're hiring them directly, you might pay $11 an hour.
$12, right? Which is still vastly lower than what you would pay locally, right? At the end of the day.
And if there's people that haven't got a lot of experience managing their own staff, it's a great place for people to start if they're in that situation. And they can convert to self-manage later.
Right.
So if they're maybe nervous about hiring staff overseas, they've never done it before, maybe they've tried lots of times, but it's failed a lot, then utilizing us, we can make sure it doesn't fail. It's our responsibility to make sure that the staff perform really well.
I mean, for me, it's the natural conclusion, right? So it's what you should really aspire to, right? So you start off small, 1 or 2 staff, go to the bigger team in the pod, and then eventually get to that managed facility where you really are hands off to a certain degree. So this is canteen, right?
Yeah, there's the canteen here. And it's a constant improvement. I think this is one of the areas in our facility that we're looking forward to spending more money on. But it's all work in progress.
Look, as somebody who's lived in who lived in the Philippines for as long as I did, this is a really nice canteen. I've seen some really shocking employee canteens over the years. So this is actually really, really nice. Okay, so we've got lactation room for any mothers that are working. We've got medical clinic, although the nurse is taking a lunch right now by the looks of it, which is good, I like that. And now let's walk down here. So these are more clients, more pods filled up, right?
Well, this is a training room in here. So people book this room and then they have their team trainings in here. So we have clients visiting Chris like every week.
Yeah, you said every single
Yeah.
week. So you've got actual clients coming to spend time with their VA teams.
There's one right behind us here.
Right here on a weekly basis.
Yeah, every
I
week.
wouldn't have thought that at all.
Yeah.
That's a really, really good sign that they're all in on actually working with WrkPod to not only grow their business, but also give people the opportunities locally as well, right?
It's really great.
It's really cool. Yeah, so we've got a little impromptu training session right here.
We're filming a video. We're not going to. Oh yes, we are. We're going to get Tess in it. This is Tess, one of my clients.
Only the most beautiful clients feature in the video, okay?
She does run a beauty brand.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Jermaine de Cappuccini. Jump online and check it out.
All right, there you go. Look, you just got a free plug and everything. Okay, so we've got multiple businesses in this pod.
Business builders, black belts, coaching. What do we got here? A wedding company. We got a marketing agency. Innovating Results. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what that new company is. Change Starters marketing company.
Yep.
Calculated Matters do finance. Another marketing company. Shachita is like a children's education program in Sydney.
So you see what I mean about the sheer variety of the different types of not only companies but industries that are using services like this now. And again, I want to really clarify for everybody watching this. If you've got this far in the video, clearly you might be interested in working with WrkPod. The reason why I didn't just sell Virtual Staff Finder, take the money and run, was because of this setup right here. As you all know, I've been involved in the Filipino VA world for a long, long time. And I thought I was ready to kind of just leave it behind. And then you guys showed me this and I was like, actually, I'm not ready to leave it all behind. I want to carry on, hopefully, trying to promote it and help as many people as possible. You've got a target of what, 10,000 jobs?
Yeah, 10,000.
Which is huge. It's absolutely huge. So it's such a great facility, it really is. Let's talk real quick about what we guys want to know about infrastructure. Let's talk about internet, power generators, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so we spend about $30,000 a month on internet. We're actually our own internet service provider. Earlier on, we used to use PLDT, Globe. They're like the bigger, as you know, the big
firms,
the big firms here.
And they have a monopoly, and because they've got a monopoly, quite frankly, they take the piss.
Yeah,
they charge way more than what they should do.
Yeah, and so what we do now is we just rent the fiber optic lines off those companies.
Right.
And we have servers in Vitra McCartney, which is in Manila. And we look after all our own internet connection.
Gotcha.
For a layman, basically what that means is, let's say a C cable to the UK has slow internet. We can route it through a different C cable. Like we can control how our sites connect to the internet.
Yep.
Which means that when there's certain bandwidth issues on certain lines, we can jump on a computer and we can reroute it. So that means right now in this facility, we're getting 250 MBS upload and download speeds.
Upload?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's better than what I get in the UK.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got another canteen.
Yep.
This is the merienda canteen right here. Look at, merienda is like it's the word for a snack here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
They love their snacks. So what do we got up here? This is like MSG Central, right?
Ding dongs, are they your?
Ding dongs are good. I like Chippy. Chippy was always my favorite. Mr. Chips was good as well. Y'all got Nova up here? Nova chips? Oh, you have some Nova as well. Look, right at the end. These are great with beer. I'm just saying. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so we're going downstairs.
That's a fire exit.
That's the fire exit.
Down.
So we got to go all the way back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we can go down. It's all right.
We're not going to set an alarm off or anything like that.
We're the bosses, so we can do this. We can go down
Actually,
here.
he's right.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay. So can you show us one of the server rooms?
Yeah.
Just so people kind of know this is not that they would think that it's a Mickey Mouse outfit anyway, but I want people to see the attention to detail and all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the other thing with infrastructure is the power. So power goes out a lot here.
Yes.
And so we have, backup power generators at all of our sites.
Yep.
And they're quite expensive.
So this is GP Hero again, right?
Yeah.
So
these guys
look at how many people are working. This is awesome right now. Yeah, this is great. And what I liked about this also was that further down here, I think through this next set of doors, there was a private area, right, which is separate with key access and everything to keep the security super high.
That's right. So these two facilities here, unless if you don't have key access, you can't access into these offices.
Right.
Because they have certain...
so this is PCI compliant right here.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even companies that have very strict rules around their insurances and stuff, we can set up our offices in such a way that they can be compliant with whatever those rules are that they have to follow.
Might be a little bit of time involved in getting that set up, but once it's set up, it's there, right?
That's right. So even for example, this particular client has their network internet segmented from the rest of our network. So these guys have their own router that we set up for them, and we can create segmented network inside our building for clients like this.
Right.
So if people have very complex or rules around security, in most cases we can facilitate.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can see right here, we're on candid camera right here.
That.
Wave everyone. I love that. I need to know, because I'm just the curiosity inside of me needs to burst out.
Yeah.
I need to know, are the love hearts up there on the ceiling all year round because it's such a lovely place? Or is that just left over from Valentine's Day?
I would say it's the first. Probably the former.
Okay.
Yeah, the server rooms are just down here.
So we've done a loop. That's where we came in. We've done a loop. But show us the server room and we'll wrap up.
Yeah. I can't go in there because I don't have an access tag.
So hang on. So you don't have access to your own server room?
No, deliberately.
So you don't break it?
It's so that I don't pull one of those. See those blue cables?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You pull a few of those blue cables out, and you're in trouble.
So one of the big, and I've talked about this on quite a few podcasts and stuff over the years. I think as we're here, I want to tell a story very quickly. 2010, when I hit my first burnout, there was a catalyst moment for me where I knew I was wearing all these different hats. I was a recruiting guy, I was the training guy, I was the marketing guy, I was the sales guy, blah, 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 blah. I was walking around in our server room and I saw the flashing lights and the blue cables and the aircon was on and everything was cool. And I said to myself, what the heck am I doing in this room?
Yeah.
I have no idea what any of this stuff does.
Yeah. Why
am I trying to act like I'm the IT director of my company?
Yeah.
I've got no right being in here. And that was the first hire we made when I was trying to replace myself with somebody to come in and run the IT side of things. So the fact that you don't have access to this is a really good thing.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out.
You don't want me to have access to that room. Look how nice it feels like to press one of those buttons with the lights.
It's like a little kid. When you say to a kid, don't press that button, what's the first thing they're going to do?
Yeah,
they're going to press the button. Yeah. Right, okay. So I think that kind of ends our tour of WrkPod, or at least one of the 6 locations here. And rapidly expanding, 5 floors about to open in a brand new building next 2 days from now, which we're going to be at.
Yeah.
If you guys are interested in teaming up with WrkPod, growing your virtual team here in the Philippines, capitalizing on everything that brings to the table. If you've been following me for any longer than 5 minutes, you'll know how much I love the Philippines and the Filipino people, and how I know for a fact I definitely would not be in the position where I am now, success level wise, without my Filipino team over the last 20 years. And even though it's a smaller team now, 80% of my team is still in the Philippines, and I love it. So appreciate you showing around. It's great to be on board with you guys. And we'll see you next time right here on WrkPod TV.